Yeah, so this is Prescott, Arizona. I'm here because my great-grandfather won the house in a poker game 90 years ago, and I didn't want to move anymore. My name's Mary Heller. I'm a 28-year veteran choreographer, dance educator, teaching artist, scholar, performer, and wellness advisor. Sharing Ground is an international professional dance company between guest artists in the south side of Chicago, Prescott, Arizona, and Baghdad, Iraq over a two-way live feed with a professional dance company based in Prescott. A Sharing Ground technology space is going to be basically a big space. It's like a dance studio, and you can get to move fast or slow with very low latency. That's the key, because if you notice, even on live television, you still get bad latency.
Even on live television, you still get,
Even on live television, latency. There's going to be a professional dance company with cameo appearances by the Hiplet dancers. They are on the south side with Homer Bryant. They'll be based here in Prescott. And then we're going to do some lecture demonstrations here in Prescott to identify which teens and young adults, or even some older adults, would like to be our guest artists throughout the entire choreographic process in training, as well as informing the choreographic process and performing if they want to. I auditioned for a great company in Chicago. It was called the Joseph Holmes Chicago Dance Theater. And I taught at their school at 18th and Halsted, the Pilsen area, south side. We brought these kids over the years to a level of professionalism because they were committed to the training. They were so disciplined, so focused, so hungry. No matter what we asked them to do, they would do it full-heartedly with full commitment. And then our children in Chicago start getting shot more. And I started looking at the news, and one night it said, well, Chicago is the national capital of murder in our country. I think they said in the world, and I was, what? I watched our children getting shot, and basically it tore me apart like everybody else. Those were my kids. Those are all of our kids. I was listening to Father Flager on the south side, and Father Flager asked a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the kid said, alive. And then I had a friend in Chicago who said to me, what's the difference between Chicago and Baghdad, between Iraq and Chirac? So it didn't take me long to say, I need to include Chicago. And I specifically want to include the south side, because that's where I lived, that's where I trained, that's where I taught, that's where I was for so long. And that's where I want these technology spaces to be. So our technology spaces are going to give you very low latency and full IT support. In Baghdad, Iraq, the Performing Arts and Ballet School has lots and lots of kids, Sunnis, Shiites, Kurds, Christians, Muslims already coming to the school through 2 checkpoints day in and out of the school, through another 2 checkpoints day out. They are there because they love 2 things. They love ballet and they love their chosen music form, old European classical music. So those are the forms we're going to work with to create this original work. And then of course you, wherever you are going to be our guest artists online. And you get to donate any kind of monetary donation you can make to proceed into the process of creating our work through choreographic elements. So the choreographic elements is basically space, time, and energy. If you even make up dance, any kind of dance, I don't care if it's just fun dance, I don't care if it's whatever, hip hop, it doesn't matter. Hip hop I say because that's the international dance form right now, which I love dearly. You'll see that the space, time, and energy elements are all there. We already had a Chicago's investors meeting. Again, it was 2-way live. And we already had a Tempe, Arizona meeting. Very successful. What we're doing is showing the movement over large spaces with lots of people, so low latency. And the difference then between Skype and how we're going to set up our technology space. If you want to contribute to this project, go and rent our spaces. So when they're built, that's the best thing you can do. go into one of our technology spaces and you want to do safety target gun practice with movement, two-way live feed, you can become a better shot. Or say there's some people you've been gaming with all over the world. The gaming you'll be able to do will eventually lead to when the technology is just the right point for virtual reality. And that's a huge deal. So when you have a wide open space like this, anything is possible. If you want to contribute before those spaces are made, so we can build the spaces, go to sharinggroundintl.com. You can donate. And of course, we're open to investors, which is a smart move. Thank you so much for your time.